Ready? Sorry, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. It's the final Game Boy Castlevania game released for the Game Boy Advance. And it is super broken. This is going to be an all bosses run, which is beat every boss in the game, and I'm playing as Soma, who is the broken character. There's also Julius, but he's more about movement tech. Yeah, that differs from an any percent run, where you would skip every boss except a few of them. Also, I got Mermaid Soul, nice. So souls in this game are kind of like the main mechanic. Enemies randomly drop them, or you can find them on pedestals. So I take a save there. I accidentally opened that menu. I take a save there because saving once allows me to suspend the game, which I'm going to use for both RNG manipulation and tricks later. So here's going to be the first RNG manipulation. We can use RNG manip to get any souls we want. So I actually need to focus for this. So I do specific motions in here. I messed up the manip. Oh, that sucks. That's fine. I'll get it at SDQ. I was not counting. I told everybody that this run was gonna suck, because that's the truth. I'm doing this right after, if anybody's watching this, like the VODs, I'm doing this right after Forces Adventures, so I'm like tired of shit. So because I failed the manipulation to get Creaking Skull, I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff differently than I normally would in a run, but it's all good. I need to take a safety save here because one of the tricks coming up can soft lock. Hello? Nice soul drop. That'll actually help me because I failed. So yeah, I'm supposed to manipulate Creaking Skull, which helps me with the boss fight coming up. So I'm gonna have to do the boss the slow and very difficult version. So the first actual skip of the game is coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna jump up to an unintended location and then do a zip. There's this enemy called the Gorgon, and when he turns around, you can stand on his back. And when he turns around, his collision gets all wonky. And if you were to do a backdash at a certain point, you can get clipped into a wall. And when you're in a wall as human in this game, you get pushed upwards. So that'll allow me to skip most of the chapel section. I'm gonna grab that for safety. So this is the precise jump. That's not gonna work. Nah, that'll work. Yeah, okay, cool. So he's gonna turn around. Yeah. And then you fall, and we are in there. So if I got the Creaking Skull manip, I would go fight Manticore now, but because I failed it, it would be slower. I'm gonna have to do him later. But saving him for later means I can kill him really fast. Okay. So now we enter study. That's 2. So you see me doing this backdash maneuver. It's called backdash canceling. It saves only a few frames over walking if you do it right. So you have to do it well to save time with it, but I'm pretty practiced in it. So to talk briefly about like the world record in this, the world record in this category is a high 20 by Hetfield 90, but that uses a very difficult route that has a double frame perfect trick in it called the 0 HP glitch. And we have 2 any percent categories. Any percent no 0 HP, I went to save. Any percent no 0 HP and any percent. This run is also no 0 HP, but we don't have a separate category for all bosses. No 0 HP, because that'd be silly. So Dude, word. I'm gonna kill this guy because his chance will drop a really good soul. Hello? No soul drop. That's nice. So the 0 HP glitch allows you to skip a lot. A 90% with 0 HP glitch run is 9 minutes. No 0 HP is 14 minutes, so it takes 5 minutes in 90% and like 3 minutes in all bosses. But like I said, it's extremely difficult. So I have to do something called short hop slash canceling here, which is every time you hit the ground after doing a swing, you will... Okay. Every time you jump and you land, your weapon animation gets cancelled. Please don't. Oh my fuck. Actually, it's a horrible idea. Please don't do that. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? So yeah, we did this whole thing to get double jump and to get access to the shop. The shop in this game is really broken, as you'll see shortly. So the main goal of this route is to get to Bat Soul as soon as possible, because Bat Soul is like what really breaks this game. Once we get Bat Soul, we get the ability to dip off of every wall. So the shop glitch, to start explaining it early, when you have 2 items, you can scroll through the menus in this game using L and R, and it's kind of like using the page up, page down commands on a keyboard. But if you have 2 items and you page down while you're in the shop menu, you can go out of bounds on the shop menu, is the way I like to explain it. And that allows you to buy glitched items. Like that. So I can buy, I have a bunch of potions now. In fact, I have, how many potions do I have? 112, the normal limit is 9. So, that'll help me. I can basically recover whenever now. And it also allowed me to get, I forgot to equip Katana and War Fatigues. That was silly. It also allowed me to buy much better weapons and armor. So, there's a trick coming up called Floating Gardens Early, which doesn't really look like much, but it is a big skip, because Floating Gardens Early consequently allows you to get to Arena early, and Arena is where the Bat Soul is, so that'll really help. I feel like there's something really important I forgot to explain, but whatever. So we enter Floating Gardens, and from Floating Gardens, we can do another Gorgon Zip to get to Arena. Yeah, it's the chicken. Okay, so now we get to Arena. Arena can be kind of scary, except not really because I have the potions. We're gonna go through this hallway to get the flame sword, which I don't know the name of how to pronounce because I'm not Latin. I honestly don't even know. I don't speak this language, whichever one it is. It might not even be a language, it might just be a bunch of words or letters that they threw together. I'm not sure. Ah. Like, I have more than enough potions for this whole thing. In like a casual playthrough? I'm gonna save just... Well, the limit is 9, so you'd probably just get 9 and use them. But like, in a casual playthrough, you'd also probably be killing stuff and not just damage boosting. So... potion does 100. And there's super potions later that... Yes. So Balor, it's a pretty easy fight to do, but it's kind of hard to do well. I have a really dumb strat. It's the same speed as the strat everyone else does, but I just like it better. So I do short hop flash cancels off of his hands, which you'll see. Optimal first phase. Second phase is easy. Nice. Okay. So that's Valor, and now I can get Bat Soul. And let me explain Bat Zipping real quick. So the Bat Soul, if you press down after you transform from a bat, you can do a glitch called the Instant Untransform glitch, which allows you to just instantly untransform, which is neat. But the real reason it's good is because it allows you to very slightly clip into walls. And from there, you can do another frame perfect input to zip off of a wall. And when you're a bat in a wall, you can zip left or right. Not like human where you just go straight up. So, yeah, I'm gonna save. Because some of the zips coming up can soft lock. A lot of the zips coming up can soft lock, actually. The rest of the run is very, very, very not safe. Like that. I'm gonna do the safe strat here. You can do that without resetting the room, but it's kind of hard. Okay. So I'm doing a save and quit here, because whenever you save and quit, you spawn as a human in the wall where you spawn, so I can go up, and then transform back into the wall bat to go to the left. So here we grab the best weapon in the game, the Claim. And if I were doing any percent, I would actually just go to the final boss right here. Okay. So I got the fuzz zip here, where I got in the ground. Well then. I don't think you could hear that on stream, and that's probably a good thing. But yeah, there's a lot of bat zips in this segment. Okay, cool. Didn't run out of... I didn't have to use more MP. So, this is the Legion fight. Legion fight is okay. One of the reasons the Claim is so good is because it has the Holy element attached to it. And most enemies in the game are weak to Holy, but Legion is like very weak to Holy. So, using a combination of short hop flash canceling, he's dead really fast. Uh, so another RNG manipulation is coming up. To kill Graham in this game and not trigger the bad ending, or the neutral ending, I guess it is, you have to have Bat Soul, Flame Demon, and Succubus Soul equipped. And Succubus Soul and Flame Demon are random. The game gives you Bat Soul. Alright, cool, I got them in that first try. So, zipping off of a door is kind of tricky, because if you do it wrong, you trigger the door cutscene. But, we're good. That was stupid risky. I don't know why I did that. So here's another RNG manipulation. I suspend the game before I do RNG manips because it resets the RNG value. Ah, I failed it. This one's kind of tricky. Nice! Pause buffer. Wow, really? There we go. So that one took 3 tries. That one feels really random. I don't know why. I feel like you can do the same thing twice and it won't work. It's pretty odd. So we're gonna pick up the Calibulb, which is another weapon in this room. The claim has Holy attached to it, and when we fight Julius later, he's resistant to Holy. So we need it for him. This zip is really annoying. Let's see if I get it quick. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I have like 1,000,000 souls, oh my god. So the Graham fight is pretty typical. First phase is RNG. We want him to shoot out his 3 fireballs and not the meteors. Okay, we got meteors. So what the Succubus Soul does, I should probably explain that. Every time I hit something, it gives me 5 HP, which really, really helps, obviously. So phase 2, he does meteors. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I have a beef jerky over here if you want it. Well, one's like half eaten, but we can, like, I don't want it. If we can cut off part of it, I guess. Ooh, nice flag.
I'm gonna use that one.
Alright, so this zip is one where I can soft lock. I kind of need to focus for this one. Alright, we good. So the Black Panther soul, which is what I got right after that fight, lets me move really fast. Fastest movement in the game. Second fastest, but the fastest isn't easily available. So the rest of the run is just clean up, getting all the bosses I haven't fought yet. You can wave dash. You can dash dance. This game is literally melee. Fox. The Julius Arena is kind of like a Final Destination. I hope my batteries don't run out. I checked before the it's fun. They probably won't, but we're good. So here, they wanted you to slide, but you can just transform into Giant Bat and go under Bat Soul. Another reason Bat Soul is really big. No. So from here on out, I don't want any soul drops, because they just waste time. Next boss, we want him to bend over. Insert joke here. Hey, he bent over. Thanks. Tsuchinoko! It's that boy. He kind of looks like a frog. Alright, so the next zip coming up. What? Did you just say I hate you? It was a frog. You're a frog. Okay, so the next zip coming up looks really impressive if I do it right. And we're in the Julius fight. Cool. Okay. So I have to switch to Calibulb. So the Julius fight's the longest and most difficult fight in the run. You could say it's the longest and hardest, but I really need to focus for Julius' fight. It's the hardest fight to run. Dude, I have 404 HP. That's the 404. He's a really good runner of this game. Yeah. Okay, that's phase 1. Yeah, this fight's really cool casually. Also, we entered the fight from the wrong side, so the music doesn't play. The Julius fight music doesn't play, which is really unfortunate because it's one of the best songs in the game. If anybody at home wants to YouTube it, it's called Heart of Fire. I recommend giving it a listen. Yo, that was odd. Okay, pretty good fight. That's a dumb time loss. So there's a skip after death. That's a frame perfect trick. I should totally not be going for it in a marathon, because if I go too late, I'll soft lock, but whatever. Yeah. That's what I saved.
You're just gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get it, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, wish me luck. Failed it. That's fine. Like, I wasn't expecting to get it. I'm really rusty in the skin, to be honest. I was mostly preparing for 4 Swords of Vengeance for this marathon, if I'm gonna be 100% honest. So we have to do a zip here. So we're almost to the end. I just need to go kill Manticore, and then we zip to the final boss. So don't blink for Manticore. Good fight. I'm going to safety save. What? Yeah, it saves 7 seconds to fight him early, because you can do a faster segment here. It's faster to get the Chaos after death if you do him early, but... Okay, so I can soft block on this zip. And now we're in the final area of the game. The Chaotic Realm. Yeah, man. And that's the final zip, and we're in the final boss. And before I forgot to fight a boss, and this is just a really bad any percent run. Get ready on time pretty soon. It's not this part, I'll tell you. It's coming up in like a minute. So phase 1, he locks all of your souls. So I'm gonna heal because I'm a win. Pretty sloppy this one. So get ready on time. So you need to destroy the 4 wall vaginas before because every vagina you destroy, good sentence. Every one of them you destroy will okay. Every one of them you defeat will weaken the core's defense by a bit. I'm gonna get hit. I need to say wall eyes at SGDQ to keep it family friendly. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm doing this one at SGDQ. Hopefully it'll be a lot better because I'll have TBT rested. Instead of just winging it like I am for this. So be ready on time. It's hard for me to call exactly when it's gonna be. Time. For failing the Creaking Skull Manip and third try Succubus Manip and failing going for and Death Zip and safety, that's okay. That's perfectly fine for a marathon run. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed my 2 runs. So up next we have F-Zero GX, the best speed game ever. So yeah, enjoy that. It's a really good run. I recommend you watch it. I'll be back on Couch for Wind Waker in a bit. So that's it for me. Bye, I guess. See ya.